And as you know very well, in the psychoanalytical literature, to speak about pleasure is something rather vulgar, but if you want to be a real sophisticated psychoanalyst, you have to speak about desire. There is an under-evaluation of pleasure, which is very striking in this kind of literature. Well, anyway, one of my targets in studying those techniques of the self is how, and to understand how and why the problem of desire became so important, whereas the problem of desire and pleasure was important in the Greco-Roman antiquity. The problem in the Greco-Roman antiquity is what to do with our pleasure, how to have this pleasure, at what extent, inside which limits, and so on and so on. It was really a problem of pleasure and the use of pleasure. If you look at if you read books, I speak for myself, I never read Chinese book about the erotic art, but I have read books about this, and the very interesting book written by Van Gulik, I don't know if you read, which is very, very, very interesting. And you see that that problem was not at all the problem of desire. The problem of the Chinese erotic art was the problem of pleasure, how to take the pleasure, with which intensity, and so on and so on. And I think that we are a civilization, maybe the civilization, where the problem of desire became much more important than the problem of pleasure. And what's the reason? Why we recognize ourselves as subject of desire and not as agent of pleasure? Why our theory of sex, sexuality, existence, theory of human being, the problem of anthropology and so on, well, anthropology, philosophical anthropology, deals with problem of desire, the nature of the male desire, of the female desire, and so on, and the problem of pleasure has the smallest part in our theorization, reflection, and ethics. And that's the problem I wanted to analyze, and I think that this slow move from the conception of mastership you can find as a main problem of ethics in the 4th century to the deciphering of the self in the early Christianity is the move through which the problem of desire is become prevalent, because in the deciphering of the self the problem is, what is my desire? Do I have a desire? Which is the orientation? What is the orientation of my desire? And so on. The hermeneutics of the self, the rise of the hermeneutics of the self, and the prevalence of desire as the main feature of the human, not only the human sexuality, but the human being, the human existence. I think that is something which is really important. Whereas for the Greeks of the 4th century, the problem was the mastership of oneself, which is the limitation of pleasure. Limitation of pleasure, deciphering of desire. I think that's two kinds, not only of theory of ethics, but two kinds of relationship to one.